welcome to the video, I guess. This is the Spin Cycle. I'm Josh O'Connell. I'm trying not to have a panic attack live on camera, but we're doing our best with it. I want to talk you through Fine Gael today, but I also want to give you kind of some of the things you need to know about the general election, and also when to vote, when the register closes, and I want to show you some nice pictures of Leo Varadkar in a gorgeous shirt in front of an Irish Green Hill, direct from the Fine Gael website. A lot of people on Twitter are kind of saying they don't know who to vote for, they're looking for an unbiased opinion, so I'll do my best not to be too biased, although I do believe Fine Gael have made a bollocks of the whole thing. So, the first topic today is Fine Gael. Fine Gael are the party in power. They're kind of built up of a lot of kind of liberal thinkers. Simon Harris seems to be kind of erring on the side of the young people at the moment. There was a cracking video put out on his Facebook page. I thought it was great. From one point, he looks dead on the camera and it's all in colour, and he looks like this and it's black and white. And then as he's talking, the words appear. Just you do this in the edit. Words appear beside his head. So who are Fine Gael? Fine Gael are kind of built up of Leo Varadkar, who was our Taoiseach, recently in the news because an MMA fighter turned Sinn Féin politician decided to make some lovely comments about his heritage and his fitness to be the Taoiseach of the country, considering that he's a gay man and he's also of Indian heritage, I believe. The next person is Simon Harris. His office is right up the road beside McDonald's, so nip in there, get a cheeseburger off the Euro menu and go up and ask him some questions about politics. The other person is Owen Murphy. I particularly enjoy every time Owen Murphy talks because he's never really entirely sure of what's going to come out of his mouth when he's talking. The manifesto on the website, I'm going to pull it up on my phone. This isn't a professional thing we're doing here. What is a political manifesto, basically, is the question that you're asking me. Manifesto sounds like some communist ideal. It's not. It's basically just a breakdown of all of the things that the party wants, all the things that they're driving for, and the things that they're hoping to achieve when they eventually get into power. So let's go to the Fine Gael website. And the first thing you're greeted with, as I said to you already, is that gorgeous picture of Varadkar.
Right.
Minister Varadkar is hoping for a future to look forward to in Ireland for all of the young people. Leo always sounds really bored when he's talking. Can you get that there?
I got it.
So, a future to look forward to, ladies and gentlemen. It all begins on the 8th of February, according to Fine Gael. You can fill in your email, as I said previously with the register thing. You can fill it in their website and get the latest updates. So if you are a Fine Gael supporter, make sure you fill in your email on their website and check out who your local candidates are. So I'm scrolling through, and the number one thing you're greeted with is Brexit. I'm sick of that word. I'm so done with Brexit. I'm done with Leo saying it. I'm done with Boris with his little catchphrase about getting Brexit done. Seriously, it's great. It's nice to see it there. Let's click into it first before I start giving out. The first thing you're greeted with, they're talking about this about hard borders. They don't want one, but the UK is not budging. So, you know, what's the plan here? What's the end goal? They're telling me that Brexit's not done yet. It's only half time in the Brexit negotiations. It's not a football match, is it really? It's either we have to return the Troubles or we don't. And Varadkar's at half time. So I'm hoping someone else comes in and, you know, kind of grabs the thing by the balls a little bit, because they don't seem to be doing that, even though that's their number one thing on their website. Next up is jobs and national finances. They're hoping to balance the books. They're looking to guarantee 146 more thousand jobs. I don't know where they're going to come from. I don't know where those people are going to come from. Hopefully they'll go to the people that need the most, which is asylum seekers, refugees, people that are coming into the country trying to make a life for themselves. They're also planning to invest 8.2 billion in schools, roads and also hospitals, which would be great. If that 8.2 billion is being used to buy more hospital beds and more space, even better. And also they want to put €1,321 back into the pockets of families. Now, €1,321. For the average Irish family, that could probably buy a package holiday to Galway. That's not a lot of money, that's. It's a lovely idea, as I said. It's a nice idea to have. The next thing is housing. 20,000 houses have already been built. That's 2019 for them. 16,000 people are also being helped to buy their first home. And while we're on the housing topic, I just want to mention something just about Leo Varadkar as a little sidebar, something just to keep in mind. Leo was on Matt, what's his name? Matt thing or other, what's his name? Matt Cooper today, yeah. Matt Cooper, that's him. He was on his show yesterday and he was talking about, you know, he loves home ownership and he wants everyone to go back to the good old times when you could buy a house in your 20s. Varadkar stated that he kind of bought his house when he was about 24 or 25, but that plainly and simply isn't possible because he was in the middle of a degree at 24 and 25 and he considered moving on to his masters, which he did, and ended up with a doctorate. So where did that money come from? Well, his dad, basically, isn't it? His dad. My dad's not going to pay for a house. Like, my dad works for the council. Is your dad going to pay for a house? Is your ma going to pay for a house? I don't think so. Will the Susie grant? No. Anything there in terms of homelessness? They're hoping to deliver 12,000 new social homes, but how many of them will be given to rough sleepers, children that are living in emergency accommodation, hotels, hostels, B&Bs across the country, some even living in cars? There's nothing there. So I don't know if that means they're going to release kind of a greater plan down the line, but that's an issue that's continued to kind of be exacerbated under the Fine Gael government. They also want to make life easier for families. I don't know if you can see that one again.
No, sorry.
There's a lovely picture of a very heterosexual couple.
There we go.
A very heterosexual, very white couple, which is probably taken from a stock picture website, I think. That's not something that they've taken themselves for sure, because no Irish beach looks like that, especially not Bray Beach or British Bay. They're talking about introducing a free GP card for children. Remember, this was also the party that wanted to take away medical cards from the over 65s. It's just always something to keep in mind. They like to give, but they also take away. So make sure that you look into, you know, who you're going to give your vote to, because I think it's quite an important thing to look into. They want to kind of extend the parental leave as well. Great idea, I think, personally. I don't think that's something to be ashamed of. There's dogs barking all over the place. They don't like Fine Gael. They want to provide baby boxes to all parents and newborns. What's a baby box?
I don't know, it's a new one.
Sounds like that movie with Sandra Bullock.
Bar box.
They want to reduce childcare costs, and then they also want to introduce free primary school books. I don't know where the primary school books are going to come from. What publisher is going to give free books? That's my question. Healthcare. 2,600 hospital beds. Again, from where? Like what's, like, where? In the corridor? Like, where's the hospital? Like, that's lovely, personally. That, like, it's a great ideal to work towards, is having 2,600 more hospital beds. But where are they going to put them? There's no room on the ward. There's no room in the corridor because there's already like 40 old women out there. So where are they going to put them? Like, I don't understand, do you know? And then they're talking about climate action, but their plan is basically just to put up the carbon tax and charge young people and elderly people that barely have a carbon footprint anyway. So I don't know. They're talking about 70% renewable electricity. I can tell you for what, I'm not going to be getting a solar panel on my house. I can't afford a solar panel. I can't afford to put myself through college or to get me bus most weeks or Dart because I'm that broke. There's all sorts of shite going on with rural Ireland. They're talking about the farmers and the beef, and, you know, the lads are getting the beef from Thailand, so they're getting it from the Irish farmers because it's that cheap. Lads, I guess that was Fine Gael then. Like, what else can you say? They're telling me it's a future to look forward to, but the past has been very checkered. So if the future is there to be looked forward to, then I'm hoping that the future won't be so difficult under Fine Gael government. That is to say that there might not be a Fine Gael government, depending on who you decide to vote for. We're not going to sway in any particular way. we're just going to keep dropping little sidebars about these people. You know, the thing that always sticks out to me is they love talking about all that housing, and they all have their own houses, and it's lovely and it's wonderful, and they have nice little families around them. But you have to realise that their daddy's probably paid for most of it. So it's just always something to keep in mind with politics. There's always kind of a hidden agenda to it. There's always a give and a take, and I think that's kind of what we're looking for. We're trying to kind of sniff out the little hidden things that you might not know about these political parties in these videos, and we're also going to present to you the information directly from their websites. So that's fianagael.ie. You can go and check it out there yourself. Some of the stuff I mentioned was already done. Some of it is something that they're looking to do after the election. But will they get in? That's up to you.